September 21, 1972 is the Philippines' day of infamy, when the bright lights of democracy was overthrown by the darkness of martial law. Not only did President Marcos nullify the Constitution of the Philippines, but he also instituted a culture of corruption into our national conscience. In 21 years of martial law, corruption entered into our very soul, into our makeup as a nation. People Power of 1986, a bloodless revolution and change of government. Cory Aquino restored democracy. Sadly, through no fault of her own, nothing much happened in terms of restoration of integrity in government. She had to fight 6 coup d'etat, for heaven's sake. Next, President Fidel Ramos was effective in moving the Philippines towards progress. But 6 years under the new Constitution of 1987 was not enough to uproot the culture of corruption that has been there for 21 years. In 1998, Erap was elected president. Erap para sa mahirap. But in his 3 years as president, it was Erap para kay Erap. So in 2001, he was sent away in the second People Power Revolution, EDSA II. Enter Vice President Gloria Macapagal-Arroyo. Again, we were euphoric, but after she was re-elected president in 2004, we saw that corruption grew worse. A New York Times article in April 2006 called the Philippines the most corrupt nation in the world. 2010 ushered President Noynoy Aquino under the battle cry, "Kung walang corrupt, walang mahirap." And he made good on his campaign promise. In the first year, Ombudsman Merceditas Gutierrez was forced to resign. In 2011, the Supreme Court Chief Justice Corona was impeached for having more money in the bank than what he declared in his statement of assets and liabilities. By his own admission, he had $2 million more. In 2012, the entire Janet Napoles scandal broke wide open, and we saw powerful senators arrested for corruption. Enrile, Estrada, Sevilla. The new BIR chief, Kim Henares, filed tax evasion cases against doctors, lawyers, movie stars who did not file income tax, even Manny Pacquiao. Tax revenues then rose, and in 2014 to 1.3 billion pesos, never before. The Philippines was finally removed from the 10 most corrupt nations list by Transparency International. According to Morgan Stanley, we are now the new tiger in Asia, no longer the poor man of Asia. In 2014, S&P, Moody's, Fitch, International Rating Agency, gave the Philippines BBB rating. For the first time in our 117 years of history, the Philippines became investment grade. Bloomberg Business listed the Philippines as second to China in being the fastest growing nation in the world. So all it took was 5 years of good governance. The amo to it. So, who did President Aquino choose to continue his legacy of the amo to it? Who did he choose as his successor to be the president of the Philippines? Mar Rojas. Why? First of all, because in his 23 years of public service as cabinet secretary to 3 presidents, Iraq, GMA, and Pinoy, and as congressman and senator, Mar Rojas has had no record of corruption whatsoever. And believe me, it is so easy to ask for cash, tunduan, and commission when one is in power. So easy to get rich. Second, Mar Rojas has a track record of success. Among other things, number 1, he introduced business processing or outsourcing in the Philippines. And the industry calls him the father of call centers. Now it employs 1 million Filipinos all over the Philippines, and the revenues generated in 2015 is $24 billion. Number 2, he fought multinational pharmaceuticals to lower their drug prices by more than 50%. Lower drugs for diabetes, for blood pressure, for cancer, for antibiotic drugs. Number 3, the weekly crime rate in the national capital region was reduced from 915 reported per week to 350 per week. So 500 less crime reported in the national capital region. Number 4, he fired 4 out of the 5 Metro Manila police chiefs who failed to meet crime reduction targets and probably corruption charges too. Number 5, he put in place drinking water faucets in 300,000 homes in 400 municipalities. Number 6, he passed laws that exempted minimum wage earners of 450 pesos per day from paying income taxes. Number 7, his plans for government is to sustain this economic growth. Swift justice, high-quality jobs, revitalizing agriculture, 1 million peso scholarships for talented students, affordable, reliable power, the most boost infrastructure, tourism, systematic crime fighting, expansion of the 4 Ps, that is the cash transfer, and that is Marojas, an experienced executive with track records of achievement, no hint of corruption, inborn integrity, loyalty to the Philippines and to the people, bayan muna bago sarili. That is why Marojas will be the next president of the Philippines. Thank you.